Hello there, just to have a quick check to find out how you are keeping. I hope you are flowing with the teaching. How are you doing? Have you taken down some notes? Have you shared with your friends? See, that's the benefit of having friends. You know, that they can help you to get to where you wouldn't faster. You know, friendship, it's sort of partnership that multiplies your ability. It increases you in such an interesting way, and I'm believing that the next few sessions before we actually start the 6 weeks course, that you are going to find a lot of value for your time. I want to deeply appreciate you for choosing to sign up to this program and making up your mind to go through it. I hope you have made up your mind to go through it, because this is something that is going to answer most of those questions that people try to catch my attention to ask. Oh, how do I know the right person for me? How do I really know if my friend is the one I should settle down with, and all that? Now, we will take out some time to answer some questions. I want to use this opportunity to appreciate those that have been sending in their questions through the web form. Just by my left here, you know, you have been encouraging my increasing the value for this, and some of your questions in the process of this training, the module the different modules, you might have your question answered. Otherwise, we'll take out time. I intend to take out time and answer your questions as they come in. I hope to make sure that you are satisfied. You know, that's what I want to do. I want to over deliver. It's my desire that you don't only start a good relationship, but you take it to the end. I want it to be able to say and to be able to keep it till death do us part. It looks like it's a history, that it can't happen in our time. It's happening. It's happening to real people in this real world. Why not you? And the other question I want to answer is, why all this training? Why all the seminars? Why all the teaching on marriage and relationship? Well, like I've said in the last module, in the introduction, I mentioned that more than 85% of your happiness will come from your relationship. More than 85% of your real joy and happiness will come from your own relationships. How powerful is that? If only 15% or above that is what will come from your personal achievement. Therefore, relationship is something that we need to give attention to. And so far, we do not have that as part of curriculum. Now, the ones we have is to help you on, and the emphasis is on how to do your work well. The emphasis is on how to be a good businessman, taking good care of your customers. And my question is, suppose your family members are your customers. Suppose your spouse is your customer. Suppose the person you want to settle down with is your customer. What will be the treatment? So what we are talking about is so important. Besides, after your career has ended, your relationship is what will remain with you. Something to think about. So if you have achieved all your goals, all your financial goals, if you have achieved all the great things and done all the things that you had in mind as your dream, and they are fulfilled, one more thing will be left with you, and that is your own relationship. So this is something that starts with us from when we enter into this world, and it stays with you after you leave this world, because there will be references to your relationship. What is it in this world you want to really do and succeed that does not need relationships. So the things we are going to look into, or that we are looking into, is not just to x-ray marriage. Yeah, we want to do that. I want you to have an idea of how the real thing is in the real world. You know, there are a lot of ideals in people's mind. There are a lot of concepts, a lot of beliefs that people carry, and they believe it should be like this. Yes, it should be like that from your own world. But most of those things, or many of them, depending on who you are and what you know, many of them are not meant for this world. They are just things that people have cooked up, people have imagined should be. For example, the fairy tales. You know, all the fairy tales that tell you how, oh, you don't have to do anything and you just live on the same way ever after. How can that ever work? I was asking the children, one of the times I discussed with them, how do you think the world would be if everything you need, you just walk into the shop and you pick whatever you want and you don't have to work for it? Now that tickles the child. A child wants that kind of a shop where you just walk in, everything you want in life, you pick it up and nobody asks you for the money. Everything is just organized. You know, it can never be that way. The moment this world comes to that point, in this particular world of time and space, in this world that there is sunlight, there's winter, there's summer, there is autumn, there is spring. In this world that we experience seasons, if there is no time of sowing, you cannot reap. So that's how it is in life. You've got to have a time that you sow, and then you can have the right to harvest. So you know that that's how life runs. If you walk, I've experienced some restaurants where you walk in and you are given some treatment just to spoil you, but after you are spoiled, you're supposed to check into your wallet and settle the bills. All right? So the fact that they allow you to pick what you want means they believe you are able to fit the bills. So that's how we can link that up to the marriage situation. Marriage is one institution where you have not taken the exams, you have not even started the course, but you are given the certificate. The wedding. That's what happened to us, and it's still happening to so many people. Tomorrow, God willing, it's going to happen to somebody. And maybe that's happened to you. Maybe it will happen to your friend. If it hasn't happened yet, I believe it will. I believe it will. Now, that's how it is. You are given the certificate before you even start the real thing. Now, the time you courted, the time of courtship, sometimes, you know, we still hold back. The time of dating, I don't even want to talk about that. The time of dating is when people do a lot of acting. People are not real, they are not honest to themselves, because in their minds they are still questioning, if I do this, how will he react or respond? Or what will he say? What will he think of me? Will he still make up his mind? If I even tell him that I had friends, if I even tell her that I have a child or I have children, how will he see me? How will she see me? You know, those questions still come. So we still do some acting, and because you feel you don't know this person and you don't want to suffer rejection, which happens to be one of the things we are all afraid of. Except you now understand the true meaning of rejection in whatever field. If you are a salesman, one of the things that stops or hinders salesmen from going for it is rejection, the fear of rejection. Not even rejection itself, is the fear of it, because there are people who are rejected but they interpret that to mean something else, and that interpretation helps them to go for it. All right, So today let me treat something that I believe is the bedrock, is the foundation, is the real thing that holds relationships together. It's the real thing that keeps business running. It's the real thing that makes it work, whatever you have to do with people, much more with your own family, with your immediate family. What is going to strengthen your bonding, or is going to make your relationship binding? Two different things. Your relationship can be a bond that you don't ever want to disconnect from, or it can be binding, and every day you are wishing it comes to an end. You wish it never started. Now, this thing we are talking about, what we are looking at today, is communication and understanding. Now, this is the key. Every time you seek to communicate and there is no understanding, you are yet to start the communication. Every time you think you are communicating and there is no understanding. Now, if you want to give a summary to every teaching that I give, one word is understanding. Understanding. You hardly find one person that succeeds in whatever he or she does that does not have understanding. There is nothing like accidental success. Now, that is same. It's true in the business world. It's true in multi-level marketing. It's true in internet marketing. It's true on anything you want to do. Are you talking about being a teacher or whatever profession? If you don't have understanding, and one of the proverbs that I love so much says that a man of understanding will gain favor. Can I take that again? A man or woman of understanding, if you are always having understanding, if you understand what you are doing, if you understand how it works, if you understand how people are, if you understand the things you shouldn't do and the things you should do, if you understand your own self, if you understand your own strengths and weaknesses, if you understand your own weaknesses and your threats, then it makes it a lot easier. That is why you are being part of this program is key. Now, I want to pause here and ask you, if you have not told your friends yet about this program, I am going to ask you to do that. Or if you, by whatever means, are watching this video and you did not watch the first one, every place where you see the smiley, that is the module. Now we have 4 modules, as you can tell. The introduction, you have the silver, you have the gold, and then the platinum. So if you are watching this particular video that I'm making for you, know that you still have the introduction module to watch. Don't just pick a part of it and make up your mind you will not miss the gold. That means that you are currently on the silver module. Alright? So we are progressing. As we progress, it gets better. Alright? And I know that you can never waste your time. Now I'm going to stop here and ask you to go to the next video and actually enjoy what is what I have in store for you today. Now, but before you do that, please take out some time, just the next 5 minutes before you go to the next video. Take out some time and reach out to your friends. Just with a click of the button, you can invite at least five of your friends who desperately need to hear this. I'm going to treat in the next video, right under this one, what I'm going to treat is understanding, communication, and understanding in relationship. Thank you, and see you in the next video.